good evening, and welcome to Burnsville Park and Natural Resource Commission meeting of October 6, 2014. The first item of our agenda is to approval of agenda for this evening. Commissioners, any item to add? Hearing none. Staff, any item to add? Commissioner, I would like to have a motion to approve this evening's agenda, please.
So moved.
Second? And motion moves. Second item is citizens' comments. Anyone like to reach the podium? And majority of the people I'm seeing is for a different event, but you can't hear us? Hello? Sorry. Maybe a little bit. I'm naturally pretty loud, so can you hear me? Good, good, thank you. So the next item is citizens' comments. Anyone like to address the commission? Please. That would be, that item will be after our, the main session is done. Am I correct, JJ?
That is correct. The stormwater pond testing update will follow our brief meeting here and will adjourn to work session. At that point in time, we will have a lengthy discussion on the stormwater pond.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So moving forward to our next agenda, approval of minutes for July 21st, 2014. Commissioner, any revision to the meeting's minutes? Hearing none. Staff?
Nothing from staff.
Commissioner, I would like to have a motion to approve the evening's meeting, please. Second?
Second.
Anybody in favor, say aye, please.
Aye.
And motion moves. Next, we'll move to miscellaneous items. Commissioners, anything that you want to add in the miscellaneous or? Hearing none. Staff?
Thank you, Commissioner Roof. I do have a few updates for you. The first one that I have is in regards to the Loch Levant Ball Field project. We've been talking about that project most of the summer, and at this point, the update that I have to give you is not a very good one. Unfortunately, we received 3 bids for the project. One of them was later withdrawn, but the 2 remaining bids were significantly higher than our estimates that we had prepared for that project. Staff felt like we couldn't make the project work without making some additional adjustments to the park's capital plan at that point in time, and it having a significant impact on the CIP as well. So at this point, we rejected all the bids, and staff is going to work on retooling how we would take that approach to making those improvements happen out at Loch Levant, whether that's rebidding the project again next spring or taking on some of the work in-house. So we'll be reviewing that again at a later date.
Is there a time frame that we are looking for? That in the past we were looking for a time frame that project needs to be completed. Will it still be on the same timeline, or we may adjust as we go forward?
The timeline we are working on, Mr. Commissioner, is that we needed to complete the project kind of in between seasons, so
Right.
we needed to do it in the fall so that the fields were ready to play again in the spring. That's not going to happen this off-season. So if we are able to come forward with a good project next year, we will look to do this, follow the same timeline. Start the project in early October, finishing it up in time for the play to begin the 2016 spring.
Sounds good. Any other?
Would it come back to the commission then, before it would go to city council?
There would be no, how should I say, if there are significant changes to the plan, then we will bring it back to this commission. But if there are no significant changes, you've already seen that, you've already approved that. It's just a matter of rebidding the project at that point in time. So,
Can you define significant?
It would all be hypothetical. If we chose not to put the building back up, or chose a different design altogether, or something of significant
As we have
financial impact, or significant impact to the playability of the field, significant impact to how the park is laid out, things like that, then that would come back before you.
How does this affect some of the 2015 projects that were going to be deferred for this project?
Allow
Harry?
Mr. Schultz to answer that question.
Commissioner Palgren, Chairman Rauf, the project has been pushed back to 2015, 2016. We routinely give the commission an update on the CIP in March or April, and we will update you on this project at that time. We will be looking at putting some of the 2015 projects, the highest priority ones, back into 2015, and we would update the commission again in March or April. But it will free up some money, because now we can access actually 2016 CIP dollars to finish the Lac Lavon project. So we will take the highest priority projects that were postponed and put them back into 2015. So it will free up some money.
Commissioners, any other questions related to the? Thank you.
Commissioners, you should also have received an email late last week from the city regarding a volunteer recognition event that is taking place here on Tuesday, October 21st. You are all invited to attend. There is an RSVP in that email that was sent out. If you did not get it, please let me know. I will make sure it gets forwarded on to you. And then finally, our next meeting is scheduled for November 17th. We get pushed back in November because of elections. So November 17th is our next scheduled PNRC meeting.
That's good. That takes us to our last section of adjourning the commissioner. I don't see any other items. Commissioner, would you like to make a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Second.
Everybody in favor?
Aye.
And motion moves. Thank you very much for watching the Burnsville Park and National Resource Commission. Have a good evening.